Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we are looking at the energies surrounding the period of time that Mercury is moving through Sagittarius. This is overlapping heavily with the period of time that Venus is in Libra as well. In fact, this period is contained within that. Mercury will be in Sagittarius from November 10th through December 1st. So if you have not already watched the Venus and Libra reading, I recommend checking that out as well, because this reading and that one, the energies between them, I expect will be very interconnected. So Mercury is a planet that deals with communication, how we think, how we speak, and the energy that's coming through for this period of time, with this being in Sagittarius, it feels like there's going to be a lot of truth coming out. There may be certain elements of wisdom that are coming to light for you at this time. And with this connection to Libra, I'm getting that a lot of the truths that may be coming to light, a lot of the things that need to be communicated during this time involve relationships and just like things concerning how we relate to people. This could be communicating about some of the lessons that you've learned in relationships, and like when it comes to your truth and how you relate to others and relate that to others in relationship, particularly with Saturn being direct now as well. That may be another reading that you're wanting to check out, because like all of this transit is happening just after Saturn has gone direct. So it's like there's been this huge period of reflection, and it's like this transition of like integration of that happening now. And that begins with like the understanding of those energies within yourself, and then communicating those to people that are relevant to you in your life. There's also a message here about this being a key element in your overall growth and expansion that you're experiencing in this life. Like these energies converging. That was like weird. That was like conversion and converging coming together. I was meaning to say converging, but it's like there's something else going on about some sort of conversion happening. It's like an energy of someone is going through a spiritual awakening at this time, learning truths about themselves and like the greater universal structure, and like how you fall into that. It's like soul growth is happening here, or has like been happening during this period of time. And it's like coming through that it's like a time to speak up to someone about what you're learning, what you're experiencing. Like the truth that you're coming to understand as a result of your experience with this awakening. Okay. Let's pull some cards and get some more information on this energy. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, it's like you're expecting to be finding some sense of emotional fulfillment, satisfaction, harmony within your life. It's like your focus right now is is creating happiness for yourself. And it's like something about this is like you weren't expecting something about like choosing this path to be so difficult. It's like, it doesn't feel like you weren't necessarily expecting to have to make a decision, to have to like choose and commit yourself towards something in order to connect with this sense of happiness. But something that you weren't expecting is for there to feel like there's such a block on your emotions. It's like you want to experience this deep expanse of emotion, but there's some sort of block that you're coming up against internally that you did not anticipate. And so there's this necessity to look within you, to sort of like examine your mental experience, your internal landscape, to like find the source of like where you're holding yourself back, where you're blocking yourself from feeling the happiness that you're trying to connect with. It almost feels like an energy of talking yourself out of being happy with some like negative thinking, like looking at things in a pessimistic light and like creating a sense of unhappiness for yourself. I'm getting a message that it's there could be some patterns in childhood that have just like become like unconscious habits now that you may need to examine and take a look at, to allow yourself to get out of your own way. Because right now you're blocking your own growth because you're blocking communication about your feelings. But you have a vision for what this happiness looks like in the future. And ultimately your desire to grow that vision, to create it into your reality, is going to allow you to overcome this blockage. There's something else going on here where something about pursuing the happiness you desire is going to stir up some conflict in your life. I feel like it already has stirred up some conflict within you, and that's something that you've been dealing with internally. But like, when you allow yourself to express this externally, there may be some other people who are going to have some feelings about it, and that's just something. It's like an unavoidable consequence of pursuing what makes you really happy, because it feels like there are people in your life who do not share the same vision for happiness that you do. And it's like you can't sacrifice your own happiness continually just to please others, because then they're not getting the best version of yourself. And if someone else's happiness involves you sacrificing yours, they need to find another source of happiness. So your advice here is to take a risk on having some sort of new beginning. It's going to feel like stepping into the unknown, like maybe kind of like almost like jumping out of an airplane without a parachute and expecting to land somewhere safe. But that's, with the Fool card, that's actually something that happens. Like, it feels similar to jumping out without a parachute, but when you're in the Fool's energy, something is there to catch you. You can't see what it is, but it's like you have support that you can't see in taking this leap and taking this risk and following your heart and what brings a sense of joy to it. Yeah. And your happiness involves making a decision that's going to affect your future. It involves not suppressing your emotions, suppressing your pain. It's like that's something you've been doing. You've been hurting a lot, and you've been holding that inside and not sharing that. And that period of time is coming to an end. With this movement of Mercury, you are primed to communicate your truth rather than hide it. And this is going to begin a new cycle in your life that is leading towards wish fulfillment. It's like a new emotional journey, making a commitment to that. It's going to require some work to move forward. I feel like you've been doing the reflection, but it's like this is a karmic event in your life that for these secrets to be revealed, for you to connect with like warm, caring feelings rather than like disappointment and like turmoil. It's like I'm getting this message that maybe you've been hiding your feelings because you've like wanted to avoid like a moment of destruction. But it's just like it's building up to this point where you can't do that anymore because it's making you miserable. And it's like all you ever were trying to do was be happy. Okay, let's clarify these energies a little bit. Let's take a look at the Ten of Cups. Yeah, you've been doing some reflection on what makes you happy, what inspires you, what excites you. Let me get one more, please. Like you've really been getting in touch with like your inner sense of passion and creativity, and it's like you feel like you can connect with that more in the moments when you're happy. But it's like you've also realized that there are not enough moments that you feel happy in your life, and you're feeling called to do something about that. Yeah. There's not enough moments that are happy in your life. You've been riddled with like a lot of like fear, anxiety, worry, pain over some sort of situation. This is what you've been reflecting on. And it's like you're feeling this need to make a change, to let go of some of that worry, some of that grief that's been like keeping you up at night. And like have a fresh start of some sort that allows you the space and like energetic capacity to feel connected to others and enjoy it. I'm getting that something, someone, some people in your life, it's like something about your energy being connected to that person causes you a lot of stress and grief. And it's like, I feel like this is supposed to be a person that supports you instead of like constantly puts you on edge. And it feels like something about this decision, it's like you're recognizing that you can't have this happy rainbow while you're like sharing energy with that person, because they're constantly triggering this anxiety within you. And it's because like they're carrying that, and it's just like bleeding through to you. But it's like if they weren't constantly stirring that up within you, or like projecting that on you, or like making it your problem, your issue in some way based on like the things that they do, the things that they say, then it's like you wouldn't be having such a difficult time being happy. But it feels like you've really tried to be happy anyway, but it's like not working out while your energy is still connected to that person. And this is something that you've been thinking about. Tell me more about the Two of Swords, please. Yeah, so this blockage in your emotions and your ability to communicate here, it's like you're really disappointed with this person that's like weighing heavily on your energy with this like negative emotion, and it's got you feeling negative. It's got you thinking about like living in your mind, like living in the past, like replaying past events and like what went wrong, what was problematic. And it's like your focus on that is weighing on you. It's like you're embodying that loss, embodying that grief. Like it's really feeling like an empathic sort of energy. Like you're you're absorbing this energy from someone else and like taking it on as your own, and like amplifying it further from there in your mind to where it really feels like it's coming from you and you feel like a negative person. But there's also this opportunity for you to look to the future, to stop focusing on the past and choose to focus on the opportunity for something better. Like Spirit has been trying to show you this opportunity, to like present it to you and like open the doorway for you to focus on it. And it feels like some sort, like I mentioned, like some sort of childhood pattern or like belief system, like belief you've adopted, possibly from your parents or from someone else who was like a role model to you when you were young, that you're like, it's like you're purposefully ignoring the future possibility, or you have been, and that's causing this like feeling to become blocked. It's like you want something better, you want something happier for yourself, but it's like there's almost this fear around like stepping up and communicating that, and like that starts with like a fear of accepting that within inside yourself, and then that extends to you not speaking up necessarily in the way that you need to bring happiness into your life. Let's do it like this. Let's look at the Empress. What can help you like get past this block in communication, past these beliefs? Okay. So, yeah. Wow. So, yeah, there's really there's really an energy here of like of being in your head about things, of like trying to like force processing things in a logical manner. It's like you want to like, I'm hearing do things by the book, or like basically like do what makes sense. That like if someone like were to analyze your situation from the outside, it's like almost like you want to come up with the calculation that someone else would come up with, so that it's like almost so like you don't have to explain yourself in a way that other people aren't going to understand. But I'm also getting that like this, your growth, your happiness, it's like it's not necessarily meant for everyone around you to understand and accept what makes you happy. It's like you, this introspection you've been doing, you've sort of seen what a vision of you being happy in the future would look like. And you feel very connected to that at the soul level. You feel a lot of desire to move toward that. But it's like, I'm getting this heavy energy of like fear of what other people will think if you follow like your spiritual guidance. But it's like, no one else can understand the spiritual guidance that you receive and understand internally. At least not in the exact same way that you do. So it's like you have to be willing to follow your own intuition, despite what anyone else might think, despite anyone else not quite getting it. And like I mentioned before, like someone's going through an awakening. It's like, that's what's happening here right now. It's connecting you, like it's like elevating you to experiencing a greater sense of peace and love. Music could be an indicator of like how you're receiving messages, like through the lyrics and the songs that come through to you. You may be hearing like getting songs stuck in your head that you didn't hear anywhere recently. Or you could like be just like listening to music and a certain song just like comes on all of a sudden, and the message that it provides is relevant to what you were thinking about and considering. And that's you being tapped in to like connecting and communicating with what your soul wants on an energetic level. And following your intuition, following and trusting in the vision that you have for your happiness is what's going to balance things back out for you ultimately, and allow you to move beyond this like restricting scenario into a space of growth for yourself. And for some of you, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. There could be some sort of legal situation that's also like in a position right now of holding you back or like delaying you, or feels like a restriction on your growth. And it's like there's almost like a need for there to be some sort of resolution to that, or feeling like there needs to be a resolution to that before you're able to move forward in some way. Okay, let's look at the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely like someone is hold on, let me get this card out of the floor. Someone is really opening up on a spiritual level at this time. It's almost like someone has had this sudden like epiphany, this like dawning of inspiration, of like knowledge, of wisdom when it comes to what path to take when it comes in choosing your own peace, your own happiness. It's like there's been some sort of hesitation that you've been stuck in because of like these blocked emotions, these like fears surrounding like what other people will think. But you're being asked to surrender to what you feel, to what you know, to the vision that you see for yourself, to like to trust in it. And like something about this vision for the future involves like opening your heart to someone in some way. Something about your growth in general, like communicating your feelings, communicating your truth, like That's the major theme. Yeah, your feelings. The sun candle went out. We saw the King of Cups earlier. There's been a lot of suppression, and it's like something about this like energy that's projecting this like anxiety, like creating, like instigating the stress within you. It's like something about that doesn't feel like a safe space to share your deeper feelings. And that's what really feels like it's been like creating this pattern of suppression and like holding things in. But it's like there's an opportunity that Spirit has been giving you. There's like an avenue of communication with someone, and it's like you see yourself in the future being able to communicate what's in your heart freely with someone. Okay, let's look at this 5 of Wands. Okay. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Okay. Yeah, you have been sacrificing your comfort. You've been sacrificing your independence. You've been sacrificing your financial security. You've been sacrificing feeling love, experiencing peace. Like purposefully, even if it's like at a subconscious level or you feel like it's the right thing to do, it's like you've been making that decision to make those sacrifices of yourself to help someone else feel like they're safe, like they don't lack, like they have everything they need, to like avoid them feeling like they've been abandoned and left out in the cold. But it's like, if you're choosing your happiness, you can't do that anymore. It's going to upset this person. When you protect yourself, it's something about this. It's like you doing what you need to protect yourself and take care of yourself is going to cause this other person to feel abandoned, to feel a sense of lack, particularly in like where material resources are concerned. But I'm also getting this like this person's love is like surface level. It's almost like they cared more about what you had to offer financially. It's almost like this energy of like them draining your material resources so that they feel a sense of love. But then it's like you're left like giving and giving and giving and not really feeling anything at all. And you've been keeping this cycle going. But now it's like something has changed, things have changed, and you're able to see this situation for what it really is. And it's like now that your eyes are open, you can't unsee it. And making this decision to protect yourself is going to, it's like it's going to cause an uproar of some sort. And it's you were wanting to prevent that, but it's unavoidable. it's just something, it's something you can't get around. It's something you have to move through. Let's look at the Fool. Yeah, you've got to communicate. Someone is watching you. You're watching someone. You're watching each other. And there's something that you need to talk about. You wanna like start over. You wanna build a new foundation. One that prioritizes peace. One that prioritizes harmony, stability also. Look at that shit. The Fool confirmed with the Fool. Like, Spirit's like, I said what I said. It's time to start fresh. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it feels risky. Yes, it feels like you might fall flat on your face if things don't go how you were hoping. But it's like, if you're feeling this intuitive pull in this direction towards this new beginning, and in the energy you are, then like you're protected. You may not be able to see how things are going to work out well for you. There may be some obstacles along the way to get past that don't feel very good at all. But ultimately, having this new beginning is going to be in your best interest regardless. It's like, it's time for you to release this burden that you've been carrying. Like, you've been carrying a burden for someone else so that they don't have to. And that's not good for your growth. It's not good for theirs. And it's like, this has gone on too long. It's like, you can't carry this anymore. It's become too heavy and you have to put it down. And you see yourself doing that in the future. Taking this action, choosing love over like the stress and strife and like exhausting yourself. Choosing something that has a long lasting, like solid and secure experience. Like, and you're going to be successful in this. It's like, I know you're really concerned about like, is this gonna work out? Like, is everything gonna fall into place like how I expect? And maybe not every little detail, but like the bigger picture items, the things that are really important are going to pan out in exactly the way that you need them to. Like, having this like ending and this new beginning, it hurts a lot, but like, this is your blessing. This is your blessing that brings you to a space of like warmth, like a mutual companionship, being able to feel like you're able to cooperate with someone in a loving way rather than it feeling like a battle, like some sort of fight and conflict, like struggle all the time. It's time to communicate your truth about like what you feel passionate about, what inspires you, what you want to create, what you know deep down on a deeply spiritual level. It's like you've seen things. You may have had like dreams about things, like visions, memories of something that have really affected you, have like affected your knowledge, your understanding of the situation. and you haven't shared those with any place that feels safe at this point in time, but it's coming time for you to do that. You will feel, it may hurt in the short term in some way, shape, or form. It may feel hard to open yourself up in that way, but ultimately, that's what is going to make you feel the best and be most beneficial for you. Oh my God. Relief came out. Yeah. It's going to be such a relief. Like the weight of the world lifted off of your shoulders when you make this communication. I cannot make this shit up. When you send someone a message about what you've learned, about what you know now, spiritual cleansing time, there may be some sort of understanding that you have now, a deeply spiritual understanding about time that has come to light for you. You may have seen something from a past life that truly affected you. And it's time to share that. And you know who it is. It's there's a particular person that came to mind when I said this, that's that's the person that you're supposed to share these feelings with, that's the person that aligns with you spiritually in some way. Okay, so if this reading resonated, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Thank you for letting me read for you today. If you are interested in booking a personal reading, you can find out how to do that in the description box below. And I will see you later. Bye.